Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here, so I thought I would definitely start this video seeing as I've got two guys with their wings on. Oh, then there's Volcano as well, fantastic timing. But yeah, firstly, I'm more interested in the wings, so there you go, there's demonic wings, or whatever they're called, corruption wings actually, but obviously I kind of think of it as demonic. There's the ghost emote now going on, over there, so it's all going on here, Volcano and everything else. But that wasn't that impressive. You know what, I don't understand why people buy emotes. Because, well, in my case, I would use it maybe for the first day. Then I'd just get fed up of it and I wouldn't use it again. I mean, it goes with all emotes, really, for me. But yeah, I want to see the Volcano emote again. But yeah, it's a weird emote, the ghost one, isn't it? But there are the wings again. So that's corruption. And then right next to them we have angel wings, which, let's face it, that looks terrible. It really does look terrible, those graphics. I don't know why. It looks like someone just drew it on a piece of paper and then just stuck it onto themselves. But yeah, it looks terrible. But overall, I like the look of everything. Also, Slayer helmet is coloured. I didn't realise that people could colour Slayer helmets. Maybe that's a recent update. Tornado there. So I've never seen that one before. I mean, some of these emotes are probably not even new, but I'm seeing them for the first time. There's Volcano again. So yeah, I've definitely started this video at a great time. I didn't know all these people would have all these emotes so quickly. I don't even know how much they cost, so they must be quite cheap if people do have them. But yeah, it's looking nice. But let's have a look at some of the emotes now. I mean, it's a bit hard, isn't it? I don't want to really stop looking at all this. But there you go. I think we've seen all the main ones now. Right, let me get into talking to the guys. So let's have a quick look at a few of them. So firstly, there's Aegis. That's the first tier 4 one. It's not great, I don't think so. It gives you basically 10% protective. It reduces damage that is dealt to you by 10% if you are 99 defense. That percentage decreases if you are a lower level. So I'm guessing if you're in your 80s, then it would be roughly 9%, and it would probably work in a percentage way like that. So level 99 would equal 9.9%, and therefore they've just raised it to 10% or something like that. That's how I would assume it works. The reason I say that it doesn't sound too useful to me is because I think there are better auras to use in most circumstances where you wouldn't necessarily want to be using that one. Then there's Ancestor Spirits. Now that sounds interesting. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a little while to see how exactly it works. But clearly what happens is that maybe a few people pop out of nowhere and do a bit of damage on the person that you're trying to kill. And yeah, hopefully it's a great deal of damage. Though then again, I believe you can use this in PvP. So let's hope it's not too overpowered. Not that I care because I don't PK. But I'm sure people are worrying a bit about how overpowered it might be. Berserker sounds great. You can't use it in PvP though, but in PvM, as long as you're not tanking, it sounds like it's something that could be very useful. Then again, who knows how much defense it reduces? I mean, if it doesn't reduce it too much, then it might not be an issue, and maybe it's worth the bonuses it gives you in strength and attack. But if you're not tanking it, then well, if you're not tanking whatever you're fighting when you're using this, then it sounds great. Only problem is that it only lasts 10 minutes and that the recharge is 5 hours. That actually makes me think about Ancestor. So duration is 30 minutes. There's a chance. Okay, so for 30 minutes you'll continually get chances that will happen. So I guess it doesn't sound too overpowered because you can't just, activate it at a certain point. It happens without without you being able to enable it at a certain point. So I guess that makes up for how much damage it might actually do. And then let's see, so yeah, Berserker, it still sounds great to me. I'd love to see someone try it out with Slayer against a KBD or Kelphite Queen, or anything that obviously you have a Slayer task against that will obviously not die within a second, even though KBD would probably die within a second if you had something like this on. But yeah, I mean, with a Slayer helmet, with overloads, with all of it, I'd love to see new max hits, because we're going to be getting new max hits with this, aren't we? Maybe it might not be as good as Castle War max hits, but we'll see. Regeneration, that sounds totally useless, and it actually made me think, I wish they would show us how many people bought certain auras, because I would be willing to bet that regeneration would be one of the least bought. If not, I would like to know the first person to actually buy regeneration. Then there's Dark Magic. Now basically it looks like it's magic, but it's poisoned. So, it has a poison effect as well. And yeah, I honestly it doesn't seem like it's the greatest of items, simply because I don't see many situations in which I would be using magic. Obviously there's the new Slayer dungeon where you can use magic, and you could also use it against Dagonoth Kings, against the Rex. It would obviously help you kill it a little bit faster, maybe even allow you to beat any people that try to crash you, because it would give you a little bit of a benefit there, definitely. But that would only be for 60 minutes. 60 minutes is actually quite a long time. So 1 hour and then a 3-hour recharge. So yeah, and obviously you only want to use it when you're being, when someone's competing against you for kills, maybe. So that sounds fantastic. And then we've got corruption and salvation. So those give you the wings. Salvation gives you angel wings. Corruption obviously gives you those kind of demonic wings. I don't know why I've chosen to call them demonic wings, but I don't know, I just have. And yeah, I don't think it matters which one you go for. I think this one obviously must be the first tier one, whereas the demonic wings I was showing you earlier must be maybe master. Actually no, I've only got 32k points, and you can only have like 32,500 points. So obviously these are not in the game right now. But the other ones, so there must be a middle range. There we go, greater salvation. That's what we must have seen last time. The greater wings that I showed you the first time must have been greater salvation, whereas the guy running around in dragon must be using... What is he using? Where is it? Is it anywhere? He must be using normal salvation. There you go. So normal no, sorry, well, he was demonic, so he will have been using corruption, so 5,000 points. So not bad at all, especially in terms of cost. So that is fantastic costs. But yeah, in regards to myself, I will not be buying anything whatsoever. I don't care how great it might be. I am going to be waiting for tier 5 items to come out in probably half a year's time before I spend any points. Also, I just want to have a quick look at this. So, special offers. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting in special offers though. And emotes. Did I see all the emotes just then, or are there a couple new ones that I still haven't seen? So we saw Ghost, saw Tornado, we didn't see Divine Power, did we? And where's Volcano? There's Volcano, so we saw that. Now, Scream, I don't know if that's a new one, but I don't think I've seen that one before. Infernal Power sounds really cool, but we haven't seen that one either. Disappear, I'm sure that was last time, and what else? Divine Power. So yeah, we haven't seen Divine Power and Infernal Power. I would definitely love to see what those look like. And let's see recolor as well, because I didn't know that you could change the colour of Slayer Helm, but there you go, there it is. So again, I don't know if that's new or not, because I haven't been paying attention to recolors. But if you can recolor the full Slayer helmet now, that is quite cool. I might actually consider doing that when I restart Slayer, even though again I don't really want to be spending points in the first place. Anyway, guys, what else is there to talk about? So I'm going to stick around here, and hopefully we'll be able to see something. How much attention seeking is this? She's still doing it after about 5 to 10 minutes of talking. Anyway, so let's talk about the money bag first. Money bag, I think it is one of the worst updates of the year. Honestly, whoa, what was that? I've never seen that before. That must have been one of the infernal powers or whatever it was called. I hope I see that again. I mean, you obviously will be able to see it again, because you just have to go back in the video, but I want to see it right now. Looks like he's gone anyway. But yeah, money bag, it seems like a bad idea to me. Firstly, I don't like the fact that my money goes straight into the bag, immediately, and then I have to withdraw it, by right-clicking and clicking withdraw and putting in 999,999,999 coins, etc. It's something that I want to do without, so I rather have a disable option on it. What I dislike about it is the fact that I know that lots of people are going to go in the wilderness without remembering that they have money in their money bag, because obviously you're not going to think about it, at least not for the first couple of weeks. You're not going to remember. And I mean, I could be slaying, and then I might want to go to the greater demons, and I look in my inventory, and I look at my gear, and I make sure, there's nothing that's worth losing that's in there. And then, later on I find out, oh wait, I didn't check my money bag, because it's not the first thing that comes to mind. And that's going to be a huge issue. I think lots of people are going to lose their money like that. I'm sure already on the forums there'll probably be a few complaint posts. Oh, I forgot to get the money out of my money bag and now I've lost it all and blah blah blah. Hate your Jagex. And it is something they should have thought of. I mean, I can't believe there's not even a warning. I did go into the wilderness with 50 million in coins. No warning whatsoever before passing the wall and even going into the wilderness. So that is a bit of a disappointment. That's something that Jagex have to fix. Surely they have to give you a warning or ensure that you don't lose coins on death in PvP. Looking at the tool belt though, that was a lot more interesting. That is something that I do love. what I did was I took 3 Baron Shocks, so I knew that I would save those. And then I had 7 items in my tool belt. I went to Blue Dragons, died, and what happened was that it told me that I saved the 3 Baron Sharks, and it told me that I had no other items with me. So everything that was equipped on the tool belt wasn't counted as an item that was actually on me. In other words, you will not lose these items. I don't know about PvP, but I am willing to guess that you cannot lose these items in PvP either. Then again, what would be the point of making you lose these kind of items in PvP? They're literally worthless. Who's going to be wanting to pick them up? Who's going to be wanting to PK someone for their tool belt items? No one. And to further prove that point, it doesn't look like you can take these items out once you've put them in. So once you've got a fishing rod in there, say goodbye to your money, because you're never getting that fishing rod back. But I mean, that must mean that that obviously, because I mean, if you were going to lose them in the wilderness, you would expect them to, allow you to take it all off, so they can go in the wilderness without losing those kind of items. Obviously, that's not the case. So I'm definitely going to be getting the full 39 items. I'm still waiting on the Grand Exchange to actually sell me the items. Sometimes I forget to breathe when talking, apparently. So yeah, let's have a look then. So tool belt, that's the money bag, that's the auras. We've seen quite a lot of emotes. That's it, that's the last thing. So let's have a look at that, shall we? So I won't do it myself, because I'll get a nicer angle if I do it with someone else that's slightly closer to the screen. So hopefully he'll do it one more time. Oh my god, she's still doing the ghost emotes. Get lost. And there's some more angel wings. Hopefully we can see the second tier angel wings, because I'm guessing those are the first tier ones. And there she goes again. But I want to see the Chrome one. Anyway, I'm going to just use it. I already have Google Chrome, and you know what? Probably a lot of people are thinking that this is a horrible way to be advertising for Google. But honestly, I do recommend Google Chrome. It is probably the best browser out there. And yeah, I definitely prefer to use Chrome. But and also, the only one thing that annoys me about Chrome is that I can't get QuickTime plugins to work. So I actually just ordered an iPhone 4S, but I wanted to watch all the videos on the Apple website, and I couldn't watch any of them because the QuickTime plugin just doesn't work with Chrome. I've already downloaded everything for QuickTime, but it just won't work. So that's the only downfall of Chrome, in my opinion. Otherwise, it's great, and also the fact that I use Google Mail and everything like that. Anyway, I'm going on. I'm talking about Google Chrome as if it matters in this RuneScape video. So yeah, I'm not surprised at their goggles. It's obviously a little throwback to the fact that the company is actually Google. So instead of giving you Chrome Google, you get goggles. And then let's have a look at the emote. I mean, it's nothing special, and I don't understand the emote at all. So that's it. Something comes out of this portal. You try and grab it. You can't grab it, and it goes away. I didn't understand that at all. I don't see what that has to do with Google Chrome at all. Here comes the ghost again. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. But I think we've had a good run. We saw quite a lot of emotes. We've seen different kinds of wings, both the tier 1 and tier 2 wings. And yeah, so definitely a good video in my opinion. Is there anything else worth mentioning? I think I mentioned everything, so I'm going to leave it there. But thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, see you around.